Life is a dance, a beautiful, intricate waltz of energy in constant motion. From the smallest atom to the grandest galaxy, everything vibrates with its own unique rhythm. This is the essence of the principle of rhythm, a timeless wisdom passed down through the ages in the Hermetic text, the Kybalion. It reminds us that nothing is truly static. Instead, everything moves in cycles of ebb and flow, expansion and contraction, light and darkness. Just as the sun rises and sets, and the tides ebb and flow, we too experience these rhythmic patterns in every aspect of our lives. Our emotions rise and fall, our energy levels fluctuate, and our creativity waxes and wanes. By recognizing these natural rhythms, we can begin to anticipate them, work with them, and ultimately ride the waves of life with more skill and joy. Consider the natural world around us. The seasons change in a predictable dance, each with its own unique beauty and purpose. Let's delve deeper into the practical implications of the principle of rhythm by exploring one of nature's most visible examples, the ocean's tides. Just as the moon's gravitational pull governs the rhythmic ebb and flow of the sea, so too do invisible forces influence the tides of our lives. There are times when the tide is high and we feel energized, motivated, and ready to take on the world. However, there are also times when the tide recedes and we find ourselves in a period of low energy, introspection, or even temporary stagnation. It's crucial during these times to remember the principle of rhythm and avoid judging ourselves harshly. Instead of resisting this natural ebb, we can choose to embrace it as an opportunity for rest, reflection, and rejuvenation. Life, too, is about recognizing and riding the waves of opportunity while also respecting the natural periods of ebb and flow. Just as the ocean has its tides, our emotional landscape is governed by its own rhythmic patterns. We all experience highs and lows, moments of joy and sorrow, periods of confidence and self-doubt. The principle of rhythm reminds us that these emotional fluctuations are not only natural, but also temporary. Like a pendulum swinging back and forth, our emotions are constantly in motion, rarely remaining static for long. Understanding this principle can be incredibly liberating, especially during those times when we feel overwhelmed by challenging emotions. When we're caught in the grip of fear, sadness, or anger, it can feel as if these feelings will last forever. However, by remembering the rhythmic nature of our emotions, we can find solace in knowing that these intense feelings will eventually subside. This detached observation allows us to create space between our feelings and our reactions, giving us the power to choose how we respond to life's challenges. Life is a constant dance of change, a flowing river that never stands still. Just when we think we have it all figured out, a new challenge arises. A curveball is thrown our way, and we are forced to adapt and adjust to the ever-shifting landscape of our lives. By understanding that change is not an anomaly, but rather the natural order of things, we can begin to release our resistance to it. Just as a skilled sailor adjusts their sails to the changing winds, we too can learn to adapt our approach, our mindset, and our actions to the ebb and flow of life's circumstances. The principle of rhythm reminds us that challenges are an integral part of the growth process. They are the waves that force us to find our balance, to dig deep within ourselves, and discover the strength and resilience we never knew we possessed. The key is to remember that no matter how turbulent the waters may seem, the rhythm of life will always carry us forward. The changing seasons provide a powerful metaphor for the cyclical nature of life itself. Just as spring gives way to summer, summer to autumn, and autumn to winter, so too do we experience periods of growth, fruition, release, and rest in our own lives. Each season has its own unique beauty and purpose, and each teaches us valuable lessons about the ebb and flow of life's energy. Spring is a time for new beginnings, for planting seeds of intention, and for embracing the boundless potential that lies ahead. Summer is a time for nurturing the seeds we have planted, for watching our efforts blossom and bear fruit. Autumn is a time for harvest, for gratitude, and for releasing what no longer serves us. Winter is a time for rest, for rejuvenation, and for connecting with our inner wisdom. By understanding and honoring these seasonal shifts within ourselves, we can learn to live in greater harmony with the natural rhythms of life. While the principle of rhythm applies to all aspects of life, it's important to remember that we each experience these cycles in our own unique ways. We all have our own personal rhythms, our own internal clocks that govern our energy levels, our emotions, and our overall well-being. Some of us are naturally more energetic and outgoing, while others are more introspective and require more time alone. Some of us thrive on change and novelty, while others find comfort in routine and predictability. There is no right or wrong way to experience these rhythms. The key is to become aware of our own personal patterns and to honor them. One of the best ways to begin recognizing your own rhythms is to simply pay attention. Once you've begun to develop an awareness of your own personal rhythms, you can start to use this knowledge to your advantage. For example, if you know that you're more productive in the mornings, try to schedule your most important tasks for that time of day. If you're aware that you tend to feel more introverted and reflective during certain times of the month, allow yourself the space and time you need to recharge without judgment or guilt. Remember, the key is to work with your natural rhythms, not against them. When you try to force yourself into a mold that doesn't fit your natural energy levels or emotional patterns, you're likely to experience resistance, frustration, and even burnout. However, when you allow yourself to honor your own internal clock, you'll find that everything flows more smoothly. Have you ever been so engrossed in an activity that time seemed to stand still? You were completely present, fully immersed in the moment, and everything just seemed to flow effortlessly. This state of heightened focus and enjoyment is often referred to as flow, and it's something that we can all experience when we align ourselves with our natural rhythms. When we're in flow, we're not forcing anything. We're not struggling against the current. We're riding the wave of our own energy and creativity. One of the keys to finding your flow state is to engage in activities that you're passionate about, activities that light you up from the inside out. When you're genuinely interested in what you're doing, your energy levels naturally rise, your focus sharpens, and you enter into a state of effortless concentration. Here are some practical tips for harnessing the power of rhythm in your everyday life. 1. Keep a journal. Start by tracking your energy levels, moods, and productivity throughout the day. Note any patterns or recurring cycles you observe. 2. Schedule accordingly. Once you have a better understanding of your personal rhythms, try to schedule your most important tasks for the times of day when you're naturally most alert and focused. 3. Honor your need for rest. Don't feel guilty about taking breaks or scheduling downtime, especially during those times when you know you need to recharge. 4. Embrace the seasons. Pay attention to the changing seasons and how they impact your energy levels and moods. Life is a symphony, a grand orchestration of experiences, emotions, and energies. Like a conductor leading a symphony orchestra, the principle of rhythm guides us to navigate the highs and lows, the crescendos and decrescendos, the moments of quiet reflection and the bursts of triumphant fanfare. By understanding and aligning ourselves with this universal principle, we can learn to dance with life's rhythms, to move with grace and fluidity through the ever-changing landscape of our experiences. Mastering the art of living in rhythm is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and attunement. It's about learning to listen to the whispers of our soul, to honor the wisdom of our bodies, and to trust in the natural ebb and flow of life's energy. As you continue on your journey, remember that you are not alone. The universe itself is a symphony of interconnected rhythms, and we are all part of this grand cosmic dance.